Trying not to mount with your blah, blah, blah. Zip your lip like a padlock. And meet me in the back with the jack of the jukebox. I don't care where you live at. Just turn around, boy. Let me
Welcome
hit
back to
that.
Broadminded. We're the Broads on Sirius XM Stars Channel 107. Okay, our next guest, before we even introduce him, there's a reason why we wanted to bring him on, because we actually do not watch the Jersey Shore. I think we've seen some episodes through our friends, but we're not.
We talked to JWoww.
We've talked to JWoww, but we've actually never watched it like a regular fan. But we wanted to talk to somebody from the show. So we have a chance to talk to Jonny the Unit, who is has a recurring role on Jersey Shore, and he's here with us now. Hello, Jonny the Unit.
What's happening, girls?
So do we just call you Unit or the Unit?
I like Senior Unit. That normally adds like a Latin flair to it. So Senior Unit works for me.
Senior Unit, okay. So let's talk about your role on the Jersey Shore, how you came about, because you're not one of the original members. You came on a little bit later, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm like basically at this point, I'm more or less Snooki's worst nightmare. I mean, it's not like it'd be better if I was like somebody's like wet dream, but instead I'm Snooki's worst nightmare.
All right,
and,
yeah, you got to explain. So we know
the reason is this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Mike's best friend. You know, I'm considered either Mike's wingman or Snooki's antagonist. We can call me, or her worst nightmare. And what happened is I was present for a notorious hookup that happened between Snooki and Mike. Now, whether it happened yet or not, is the truth out yet? The truth is on the table, but it's what people believe. You know, I haven't exactly said my word yet, since you guys don't know the story.
Wasn't it all filmed?
Well, here's the thing. It was off season. And the reason why it was so why it's such a big deal is because Snooki has had a boyfriend at the time and still has the same boyfriend.
Right.
Okay. So when
what's his name?
Gianni, great kid.
Gianni.
Let me tell you, he's a nice kid.
Okay.
He's a really nice kid. But so what happened is we were in San Diego and it was Snooki and her friend and me and Mike. And, you know, the business went down. Whether it happened or not is the truth will come out. But, you know, Mike, that was off season. And then Mike went into the Italy season that came next. And he basically said he put Snooki on blast. And Snooki was in love with Gianni at the time. And it was, you know, it's potentially very damaging to her in a relationship. You know, it's to put her on blast for cheating on her boyfriend, which if she did it, which, you know,
well, you said you were there. Okay, now you're going.
I was, but I'm trying not to. There's the end of a movie, and you don't want to give up the end of the movie until the end of the movie. You know, I'm not one of those guys.
You
who
blew the
spoil it for
wad
you.
in the beginning.
Well, listen.
Well,
to
you know,
me,
Mike blew the wad. I'm like the final word on it. You know, I'm like the missing link, more or less.
All right, so you're Snooki's worst nightmare, but I got to ask you this: she's the highest paid one, right?
I believe that Mike, Paulie, and Snooki are all the highest paid.
I think
ones.
they paid the same.
Are they paid the same?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Do you know how much they're getting paid? Because
millions.
I'm dying to know that.
They are making millions.
Millions.
Millions?
Yes,
They're millionaires. No doubt about
Absolutely.
it.
Each one of them are 100% millionaires, yes.
Okay, because of the show.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm not talking about book deals and all that stuff. I'm saying that their salary, is it like, do they get it per week, per month? Do you know how that...
These three individuals are millionaires from the show. As you know, the haters can eat their heart out, and for all the fans out there, big ups on people working the American dream and making them millions.
That's right. Now, who's the biggest diva? Who do you think where it went to someone's head? Or is everybody just still playing it cool? I would think Snooki's been a nightmare.
These are all, you know what? These are all people with very, very high self-esteem, very big egos to start with. You know, so you're taking
They all did.
That's true.
You're taking characters who from the jump, before they even on a show, thought they were the shit. You know, and now they actually are the shit. You know, they're pop culture phenomenons, and you know, they you know, I think that each of them handle it in their own way, and they all are. When you meet them, I would assume, you know, I've traveled with Mike and I've seen each of them in their element, but you know, Mike is humble, but you know, he's got his He's got, you know, he wants things he deserves. You know, he's a very, very high paid star, and he deserves a certain type of treatment. You know, each of them do. But you know,
how long have you known him? You guys are friends for how long?
Mike and I are friends for years and years and years. You know, we were playing football on the side of a friend's yard when we were younger. Then we met up in the gym, and about 10 years ago, and it was like we had the best abs and we had the best game. And we just joined forces. It was like at that point we each probably had about 8 abs. So it was like, you know what, 16 abs between the two of us is probably better than 8 abs on our own. And you know, we went out and you know, conquered a lot of girls and had a lot of fun. And
so let me ask you that about the women.
We're similar, so we went. It went well together.
So who has more sex?
I mean, that who knows? I got a girlfriend right now. So,
you do? Okay.
So I have a whole lot of sex. You know, she's very, very, very hot and very awesome.
Let's talk about your girlfriend for a second. She's a porn star.
Yeah, she's a former porn star.
A former porn star. So
her name's Amia Miley. Before we met, she got out of the business. She got out of the business before we met. It wasn't like widely told out there, and especially because in porn, if they shot something like last year, it still might not come out till this year. There's just so much porn that comes out that they just release it at their when the people feel like releasing it. But so it wasn't widely known that I met her in a porn convention. As a matter of fact, I was rolling there. I was like, I'm gonna go get myself a porn star, and I seen her, and me and her, she didn't know this, but we knew each other beforehand. And with the pun all intended on the beforehand.
Right, I get it.
From how did you know her?
If intimate moments by myself. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously he watched her videos.
You didn't physically know her. You
that's
knew
why he
her
said
from.
No, of
got
course
it.
But she's very popular and very hot and very cool. And you know what? I didn't go there looking to get a relationship. Don't get it screwed up. When you meet a porn star, that's probably the last thing on your mind. That this is something long term. You know what I mean? That's probably the last thing you're thinking about. But she's just so special in so many ways that.
I take it, the unit, that you don't want her to go back to that life.
Oh no, of course not. I mean, like, why?
I don't want to have sex
honestly,
with other people.
The fact of the matter is, if it's something like girl on girl, that's cool. I mean, I'm all about that. You know what I mean? This is
so
a
that's
business,
not cheating. If there's a dude involved.
She don't even like girls. No, dudes obviously, the relationship's over. But
even if
girl
it's
on
work.
girl, yeah, it don't work like that. Girl on girl, this is a way for girls to make that cheddar, and they make a lot of cheddar if they do it right. So she's very, very popular, and she's very well paid.
And you're in a relationship with her. So what's happening on the show? Does she come on the show, or is it more?
You know what? She was there during filming, and this was filmed in the summer. It's not ongoing film. It was filmed in the summer. She was there, and me and her were rock stars out there. We were really, really doing it up and having a great time. And she's obviously like a lot hotter than any of the girls in the show. But there's a certain way that they film the show and present the show and edit the show where. They're pretty much sticking to the cast as much as possible. I somehow managed to crack my way in there. I don't know, maybe it's because I got 10 abs and maybe funny hair, maybe because I'm funny, who knows. But I managed to crack my way in there to make a presence. But more
are you
often
getting
than not,
paid?
I'm certainly getting paid with I do club appearances, and I have I've got a fitness ebook and fitness company that's going to be released very, very soon. It's going to be revolutionary, and here's why, girls. Do you girls work out?
Yeah, yes, we do.
I run.
You girls are into your fitness?
I mean, not.
I wouldn't say that.
We got it. Yeah, I mean,
I'm into lifting beer and buffalo wings to my face.
The unit is here to help, and I'll tell you why.
Really? Tell us.
This is not just like a regular fitness book where it says do this, eat this, etc. This is really going to focus on the mind state, the philosophy, and the science, and particularly the mind state of having a world-class physique. It's like what makes this dude. When he has the same amount of information, or what makes him get that unbelievable shape.
So get into my psyche right now and tell me how I'm going to lose weight and get into shape. Right. What do I need to think?
It starts with this. It starts with this. What is your goals?
10 pounds and flat stomach.
Excellent goals. Those are specific things. Those are specific defined goals, and that's perfect. So 10 pounds and a flat stomach. Now, why haven't you done it before? Why do you want to get these goals? What is the reason?
I want to fit in my jeans.
You want to fit in your jeans. And let me ask you, when you put these jeans on, is this something you think about? Why is this so important?
How good your ass looks?
No, that ass went away 10 years ago. No,
but when you lose 10 pounds, it looks good.
No, it doesn't really. I tell you, the ass changes after 40. Hey, unit, how old are you?
I'm 32.
Yeah.
Well, put it this way, girls. I'm gonna break it down here real quick.
Ass changes after 40.
If the goals are there, listen. If the goals are there and you really want to get into shape, then you're going to do it, and you really
how is that groundbreaking? Not
though?
To be mean, but you said it's revolutionary and groundbreaking. What's different about that?
Because what this does is, if you want information, you have to read it. I'm not gonna. I can't.
You gotta give us some kind of, because right now I wouldn't buy the book. You got to get me a nibble.
Well, what it is, it makes you define your goals and gets the mind state. I'm going to tell you, it's called Think Fitness First, and that'll give you a little detail right there. Think Fitness First. It's cool. This should be your first thought. And I'm not saying leave your family, leave your job, leave anything. But if you want to be the best for your family, if you want to be the best for your job, if you want to accomplish the most you can in life, you got to be healthy. And being fit is certainly an important part.
Now, are you healthy? Do you watch everything you eat? Because most of it's diet. So you can't be eating all that crappy Jersey Shore food. You can't have wings. You can't do any of this stuff. It's everything. It's what you put in. That's how you get the cut look. Afterwise,
Baby,
that's not a word.
If you got a sports car, a luxury car, you're putting in the best fuel you got. You know what I'm saying? And I'm certainly eating the best fuel out there.
What about alcohol?
What are you eating?
I don't even drink anymore.
Oh, really?
You
That's
don't?
smart. That's smart.
No, you know what? Something happened in my life. A lot of things happened in my life where I said, you know what? I'm not even going to drink at this point. It makes no sense. Had a lot to do with health. Had a lot to do with other things as well. Getting my priorities in order.
That's good to hear.
I've given up on drinking it altogether. You know, it doesn't even make sense. I go to the club. I do club appearances. I drink sugar-free energy drinks.
Oh,
it's so true because when you want to get your body right, it's everything you put in it, and alcohol's a big part of it. What do you do when you see all these people getting drunk and kind of like, I mean, Jersey Shore, yeah, they're all millionaires, but think about what they're doing. They're having sex. They don't really care who they have sex with. I don't even know if they're using protection. They're getting drunk, doing shots. They're getting arrested because they're drunk. I mean, is that a really good message?
It's certainly not. And to some people, that's living the life. You know, to some people, it's living life. To the young kids out there, it's tough. You know, it's a mix. It's tough. It's a mixed message. And where does the line cross between entertainment and giving the right message? And I think that everybody does a pretty good job outside of the show in being a positive influence in the kids out there. I think during the show, it's maybe not. It's not really the best thing, and the parents have some responsibility in determining what the young kids particularly are watching. But I think outside of
would
the
you let your
entertainment
kids watch
show,
Jersey Shore?
Depends how old they are.
How old?
You know, you can't shelter them. I mean, like if they're in high school, yeah, they can watch that show, and they have to see for themselves. You know, maybe it's not so cool to be arrested. Maybe it's not so cool to be falling over drunk. You know, this is certainly these are cool, fun characters that are very endearing to the young children out there. But have a talk with them, have a talk with your kids after, and I think the characters on the show, they give that good message when they're off the show. I believe so. I know. I try to portray the best message I possibly can to the kids. A lot of kids look up to everybody on the Jersey Shore, including myself. And when you have abs, they really look up to you. And it's true. As soon as you have abs, it's like people like all of a sudden think that you know the answers to life. Like people ask you advice, this, that, and everything if you have abs. So like the kids, especially young kids, abs are really cool these days, and they look up to us.
Funny.
So it's true, and they look up to us. So I try to pass.
So where can we find your ebook if people want to check it out for this mindset, this mind state?
It's a mind state, and it has everything else as well. I try to broach other subjects that aren't in your regular fitness books. So that's going to be found on JonnyTheUnit.com. That's JONNY, no H in Johnny. JonnyTheUnit.com. Follow me at Twitter at JonnyTheUnit.com for all the updates. The book is going to be released very soon. It's going to be a whole program that goes with it. It's going to be fun, and it's funny. It's a funny book too. I'm making my funny douchey ab jokes. And it's funny and entertaining, but you're gonna get a lot out of it.
How many episodes? Sorry, will you be on the Jersey Shore this season?
3 out of like 75%, I'd say. But,
okay.
But going forward, looks like next episode. Mike called me at the end of this episode. It's like, yo, we getting Snooki. That they set it up for next week, so there should be some fireworks next week, I would assume. Now,
Snooki's lost a lot of weight and seemingly is kind of getting her shit together, right? Right now,
yeah.
Not during filming.
I mean, it looks like she lost a lot of weight. I know she was promoting a certain supplement of some sort or weight loss product, and she lost some weight. I'm not one to spread rumors, but for entertainment value, let's spread some rumors. I heard that Snooki might be pregnant. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's the big thing going on.
I heard it's Situation's baby.
You know what? That would be amazing. That would be like Michael Jackson and Diana Ross having a baby or something.
But you said that they had sex. You were a witness to it. So why would it be that crazy for them to have a baby?
Is it coming on 9 months? Should we be expecting?
I don't know. It happened over the summer, right?
Snitchookie or
Snooki?
Snitchookie?
Yeah.
Of some sort? A soochie.
A soochie.
A sookie.
Snooki's having a soochie with the sitchie.
That would be unbelievable. That would be like the golden child.
I don't think she's pregnant.
I don't know. I doubt it. It's if they are good, their baby will be very, very short and very very cool.
With great abs.
Nice kid. I was thinking with Jonny and Snooki. Johnny's very, very short as well. That would be a short child, but he would be very blessed as well.
Yes.
Snooki and Situation's child together, which between you and I and no one else listening, I don't think they had a kid.
Okay.
But
yeah. What is the Situation doing right now? What's he up to now that he's not filming?
Counting them dollar bills, I would say.
Yeah, he's probably rolling in it.
And working abs, you know what I'm saying?
Working the abs.
What else you got to do?
What else is
Count your money and do some sit-ups.
Well, Jonny the Unit, we got to let you go, but we appreciate you coming on the show, and we will give you a plug on our Facebook, and we'll plug your ebook.
Yeah, definitely.
We like to help people out.
Awesome. And I really appreciate you girls having me on. Also, for a new nutritional gaming experience, we got nutritionbid.com coming out. I think it's going to be launched today, possibly, or maybe it was just launched yesterday. But that's another site where it's gaming aspect with getting your supplements. So we got a lot of fun stuff going on. I really appreciate it, girls, and it was a pleasure talking to y'all.
All right, Unit. Thanks for coming on the show.
Senior Unit.
Pleasure.
Senior Unit.
Senior Unit.
Senior Unit.
Snooki's
Senior
worst
Frogs and Cajun.
nightmare. Wasn't a bad guy. Nice guy.
No, hilarious about the abs.
Oh my God.
Kids look up to you when you've got
Kids look up to you when you got abs. You'd be surprised what kind of questions people ask you. All right, we're the Broads on Sirius XM Stars, channel 107.